You are way too busy to get involved in something else, Kelly. That's what I hear all the time from my husband. My name is Kelly Ibrahim, and I realize maybe I am busy, but that's the way I like it. When I was a child, my mama used to always say my middle name was Go. I went everywhere. I was all over the woods, I was outside, I would visit relatives, and I was always a very independent child. As I got older in high school, I ran cross country, I swam on the swim team, I was in the Civil Air Patrol where I did search and rescue missions and did training on the weekends. I was in the ROTC and I did drill team, and I was took leadership roles in all of those. I went to encampments during the summer in which I designed programs for the younger kids as I got older. And then right after I graduated, I ended up going to Europe, and I did an international air cadet exchange program for 3 weeks. My mom said I only called her twice, so she knew no news for me was always good news. I was always, like I said, very, very busy. I went on to college, and he thought college maybe I would calm down a little bit, but no. I spent a lot of time joining the Lorax Club, which is an environmental club at NC State. I also did Hope for the Homeless and the Emergency Love Project for the Homeless, which we went out and fed homeless people every night, and so we gathered food from local restaurants and did that. I also was involved in many things at school, and I always held down at least 2 jobs in college. Sometimes it was more than 2. So I never made straight A's, but I was always very adventurous. I also liked to travel while I was in college, and so I loved the Super Saver weekends because, I didn't come from a very wealthy family, so that's why I worked 2 jobs, so I could go and do what I wanted to do. And I would look on Wednesday to see if there was an airline ticket going out to somewhere that one of my friends lived. So I had friends that were in Texas, friends in Oklahoma, friends out west, and so I would look up to see if there was a place that was on the list that was cheap for the weekend and give them a call. And next thing you know, I was on the plane on Saturday morning and would come back on Sunday or either early Monday morning. So I was always liking to travel. I was always on the go, and again, always very, very busy. And took a full class at least 15 hours almost every semester. As I grew up, I always held down at least 2 jobs. Again, very busy. When I was an adult. And I worked for a lab in the city of Rocky Mount, and I also did soil and water conservation, so I did a lot of outdoor work. I enjoyed that. I got married one time, stayed married for about 2 years, and it didn't work out. But then I met, after I got divorced, I met my current husband, who I love dearly, and we have 2 kids. Our first pregnancy was exciting, twins. So we were very busy with our 2 boys when they were born, and they were born extremely premature. So we had lots of doctor's appointments, lots on the go, lots of things to keep up with medically and all that kind of stuff. And then when our son Brandon passed away when he was 15 months old, and we were just blessed to be his parents. But I realized then that sort of everything stopped. I wasn't working full time at the time. I had taken some leave from work, and I had just my one son, which I was busy with him, but then I realized that I was sort of lost. And so I went back to work, and I got involved with some other things, and I got really involved with our son and getting him into programs because he was delayed, and working with him and his therapist. And then I realized that maybe I need to be busy. If I'm ever in a chance in my life where I'm not as busy, I sort of feel lost. So now I have another little boy. I'm very blessed to have our younger son. He is wide open from the time he opens his eyes. He's going to be very much like me. Everybody laughs and says he looks like his daddy, but he's just like his mommy. He's ready to go all the time, very independent, and I'm blessed to be his mommy, and just started back to graduate school. Now taking my master's program, still holding down a full-time job in which I'm involved in lots of groups. I probably have about 4 groups that I have some kind of leadership role here at work and designing programs. And then I also take on some extra responsibilities for organizing stuff within our group of our master's program. So again, my name is Kelly Ibrahim, and the story of my life is just busy, but I realize that's the way I like it. So thank you.